Nevada, the great silver state and the gold. New tales of Nevada, the stories, people working hard to make a home. Old tales of Nevada.
Hello everybody, welcome to Old Tales of Nevada, past and present. Glad to have you with us this week. We got a great show. We're going to reminisce about 2018 and look forward to 2019. So stay tuned. We'll have the whole story right after this.
Hi there, Roy Marshall here to welcome you to our new world-famous Marshall Mint at the Reno Town Mall. You'll find gold and silver bars, the V&T Railroad, Wild Mustangs, and Angels of the Day medallions, one-of-a-kind estate jewelry, Morgan dollars, fashion gold and quartz jewelry, and see the free museum with precious stones and crystals from all over the world. The Marshall Mint, now open in Reno at the Reno Town Mall.
Boutique Elegante's Winter Super Sale is on now. Get 30 to 50% off all winter fashion, sizes up to 4X. Shop while the selection is great. That and so much more at Boutique Elegante, Lakeside Court in Reno. Boutique Elegante's Winter Super Sale is on now. Get 30 to 50% off all winter fashion, sizes up to 4X. Shop while the selection is great. That and so much more at Boutique Elegante, Lakeside Court in Reno.
Welcome everybody to Old Tales of Nevada, past and present. Glad to have you with us. I'm John O'Brien, the host of the show, and with me this week is our executive producer, Roy Marshall, the one who makes the show happen every week. So welcome, Roy.
Hey, John.
Good to have you with us again this week. And boy, do we have a set full of celebrities with us this afternoon. Yeah, all the guys we're going to meet now are people that are friends of the show, helping us get to our goal of 300 shows here on Old Tales of Nevada. So this truly is a special edition, and all the folks you're going to meet are people who have been my host when I've been gone. My vacation host, you know. So with us is Eddie Floyd, and Eddie Floyd is not only my substitute host at times, but also the CEO, the one who makes American Matters
Media.
Media. I always want to say radio, but it's media.
It's American Matters Media, and we carry Old Tales of Nevada audio version.
Yes, you do, and we appreciate that very much.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
So welcome to the show, and thanks for
sir.
being my substitute host from time to time. We appreciate that very much.
It's a big seat to sit in.
Oh, yeah, right. I am trying to lose weight, though, Eddie. And next to him is Dave Asher, and Dave has substituted a couple of times for us, and he is the owner and operator of Nevada Marketplace and the Visitor Center over there in the Reno Town Mall.
Yes.
So welcome, Dave.
Thank you.
Glad to have you with us today. We're going to reminisce about some of these shows that you guys took over for me when I was on vacation or whatever. And then we have our special guest here too, Omer Raines, who lives up on the beautiful lake there, Lake Tahoe, overseeing the lake. Got a beautiful spot there, don't you, Omer?
I do.
Yeah.
I do indeed.
And Omer has been with us for a number of years, hosting the show from time to time, and brought some great guests to the show from that part of the country up there in Lake Tahoe. So glad to have you all with us, you know. And of course, we always start our show with you, Roy. And you, Roy, is the one who tells us why we've been doing the show for over 8 years and heading towards the 300th episode of Old Tales of Nevada. So it's a very important endeavor, great mission, and it's appreciated by many in the community, as well as the Historical Society, the university. A lot of people are turning their heads towards Old Tales of Nevada and the great contribution we've made to bring history to the community. So you're doing a good work there, Roy. So tell us why we do the show.
You betcha. Well, we do this show each week to not only reminisce about Reno's past history and what it looked like around here, which we all try and imagine, but because the state of Nevada is a very, very important state in the United States, of which not too people really know.
Yeah.
But it has a great importance because after the Civil War, the United States was broke, kind of like we are right now. But we own more than what
we are very broke
to France, Germany, and England. or more than what we're worth now to Saudi Arabia, Japan, and 3 other countries.
Yeah.
So we had the same problem, but it was the Comstock miners who put up that $8 to $9 million for Abraham Lincoln to pay off those countries, and that's how we got to be the United States of America. And another very important thing that shines from this state is the dollar.
Yeah.
The dollar has become a world monetary unit over the years, and it had its birth right from the Carson City Mint silver dollars that were minted out of the Comstock silver.
Mm-hmm.
So the area has not only a great history, but many of the people in our age have been heroes and entrepreneurs
Absolutely.
in the area, of which we've tried to get those people on board that are community leaders.
Yeah, because they all bring us pride.
That's right.
All this work that our entrepreneurs have done over the years, and we're very blessed to have some special entrepreneurs that have brought great success to Reno because of their imagination and their perseverance and endurance in making a business work. And these 3 that we have on set, including you Roy, as well, and me, we're all entrepreneurs.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we always promote that for our folks that listen and watch the show, because we want them to strike out on their own too. And Nevada's a place that you can do it without too much trouble.
Very true.
You can get a state license in a matter of hours just by driving down to Carson City. You can set up a business and get going in a short amount of time. How many states can you do that in?
That's right.
Not very many. So we've always been that kind of a place where freedom rings and we can get out there and do what we feel we want to do. So we're going to talk about some of that as we go through the show
It's really
today.
booming now, too,
Yeah.
more than we've seen it.
Yeah. And talk about entrepreneurs. You just struck out on your own and did a great thing over there at the Reno Town Mall. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, we set up another Marshall Mint operation there, and we'll be doing some minting there.
Right.
And we have more or less a miniature museum, but we've tried to have most of the gemstones that are in jewelry, and most of the metals that are in our field of metals today.
Yeah.
So people can, become aware of where these gemstones and metals come from.
Yeah, it's so cool to go in there and look at a raw piece of ore and with that precious metal in it. Maybe it's a turquoise or maybe it's an opal or a ruby or something, and then walk across the store and see it in a beautiful setting.
Exactly.
It's a real educational pice, actually. So very unique store, and it's open. And the girls are there, ready to serve.
Now,
Finally, So time for celebration as far as that goes. And we have it on radio, and you'll see you, Roy, on TV promoting the store. So we appreciate that. I want to go to you, Eddie. We talk about you and substituting for the show, and you have done it. I don't know how many times now. What, 4 or 5 times for us?
I think about 5 or 6
5 or 6 times.
so
And you
far.
brought some unique guests. Who were some of the people that you hosted when I wasn't around or in place of me? Because you fit the role better.
Nobody can take your place, but I had the honor of several really wonderful guests. The one that sticks out the most in my mind is a doctor here in town who owns Forsyth Cancer Care Center.
Right, special man.
Right. He's a very special man. He wrote, if you will, the National Protocol for Human Growth Hormone. He also has an ongoing study right now. The federal government did their very own study for cancer patients who've been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. How many lived beyond 5 years? And it was 2.1%, okay, out of 1,000 patients. Now, here's the amazing thing. Right now, Dr. Forsyth, with his Forsyth protocol, he's at 72% at 7 years, and instead of 1,000 patients, he has about 1,500 patients. And what he's doing is insulin potentiated, drips on his patients using the Forsyth protocol. And what they do is, if you go in there, or I go in there, they'll take your blood and they'll send it off overseas. There's 3 places that will then check your blood, send it back, and then Dr. Forsyth actually has a blueprint of your body, and he knows where you're deficient, and those are, if you will, Those are the supplements that he then gives you, treats the cancer, and right now he's got about a 72%. Now think about that. 72%. Even Australia had 2.3.
Yeah.
With
Well,
their
he's making history as we speak.
Yeah, as we speak.
As we speak.
Because he's not only a MD, but he's an HMD. He was one of the first homeopathic doctors that was certified here in our great state as well. Nevada being one of the only states, there aren't that many, I think we've got 3 or 4 now, that will accept homeopathic medicine and homeopathic treatments, because you see 70% of the world, and then I'll shut up, but 70% of the world doesn't treat disease like we do. We do disease maintenance. We get the disease, and then Big Pharma comes in and gives us the medication.
Cope with it somehow.
The rest of the world, 70% of the rest of the world, they treat you before you get any disease, so you don't get any disease.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's wonderful. Well, I'm glad you had him on the show.
Yep.
And he's a man that is demanding more respect as time moves forward, because
Amen.
that immune therapy is becoming the vogue. I mean, that's the way you treat cancer nowadays, is with these specialty type of therapies.
Right,
So really good work. And right here, it's happening right here in Reno, and you had a chance to interview him. So that's great.
I think Nevada can be the homeopathic, if you will, capital of the world.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because Nevada has plenty of doctors that are homeopathic in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That work hand in hand with Dr. Forsyth.
Super.
But
Well,
we talked about it on Senator Reigns' show, too. Matter of fact, it just made me proud. Everybody sitting in this room has a show on America Matters.
There you go. Yeah, how about
love
that?
that.
Yeah, I'm glad you interviewed him, because you're a lot smarter than me. So I wouldn't have known what to ask you.
I'm a Florida graduate, and I have the bar tabs to prove it.
Okay, sounds good. Well, and Dave, you have been around town for a long time.
Third generation Reno, and proud of it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you have worked and had businesses in places that aren't even there anymore, right? I mean, you worked at, if I recall, I had you on the show and we interviewed you, and then you worked at a supermarket downtown, right?
No, it was the Bonanza Casino.
Oh, Bonanza Casino.
Half of the Bonanza Casino up on North Virginia was a grocery store, and that was before 395 North. So you went up Virginia Street to go to the North Valley.
Yeah.
So that was the last grocery store on the way out of town. The Bonanza Casino is still there, doing very well.
Oh, okay.
But they moved the freeway over, and it kind of got a little off the beaten
It
track.
got a little lonely there for a while.
So they converted to the full casino, and it's still a second generation locally owned casino to this day.
Oh, wonderful.
So I started off in the grocery business, ended up with 25 years in retail, and it led me to this wonderful place that I have now, the new Nevada Marketplace.
Right.
As this show is about entrepreneurship in Nevada. Well, I'm supporting 250 local entrepreneurs in the Nevada Marketplace.
Yeah, great.
And the first show that you asked me to host, I got to interview Jack Harpster, who wrote the book on LeVere Redfield.
Right.
Who's about the most amazing entrepreneur this town has probably ever seen.
I'm going to hold you there.
Yes.
And then we're going to take a break here on Old Tales in Nevada. We're going to come back, and you can finish that story.
Oh, good.
And give us some more detail about that entrepreneurship over there at the Reno Town Mall. We got a real cozy group here, because we're all kind of connected to the Reno Town Mall for one reason or another.
Right.
Omer is too. We're going to talk to him shortly. So stay tuned. Old Tales in Nevada coming right back.
Everything is handpicked here at Precision Diamonds. All jewelry is handpicked here at Precision Diamonds.
Come to Precision Diamonds. I'll fix your jewelry just like new.
All of us at Shoeman's Custom Cycle are ready to get you and your Harley ready for the road. From oil and tire changes to high-performance engine upgrades and dyno tuning, we at Shoeman's have got you covered with experienced factory-certified mechanics and a full-service machine shop loaded with parts and accessories. Shoeman's Custom Cycle has been serving Northern Nevada since 1988. So ride on down to Shoeman's Custom Cycle at 275 East 4th Street in downtown Reno.
Shoeman's Custom Cycle, we're the biker's bike shop.
Hi, I'm Paula.
And I'm Dan. We're the producers of the Tanner's Marketplace Antiques and Craft Shows at the Livestock Event Center on Wells Avenue.
I'd also like to tell you about our everyday location. We're at Somewhere in Time on South Virginia Street. We're Antique Antiques, booth number 46.
You'll find paintings by Nevada artists, collectible glass, vintage jewelry, Native American jewelry and baskets, antiques and unusual to unique items.
Find it all at Antique Antiques inside Somewhere in Time at 1313 South Virginia Street.
Come see us.
Boutique Elegante's Winter Super Sale is on now. Get 30 to 50% off all winter fashion, sizes up to 4X. Shop while the selection is great. That and so much more at Boutique Elegante, Lakeside Court in Reno.
Hi there, Roy Marshall here to welcome you to our new world-famous Marshall Mint at the Reno Town Mall. You'll find gold and silver bars, the V&T Railroad, Wild Mustangs, and Angels of the Day medallions, one-of-a-kind estate jewelry, Morgan dollars, fashion gold and quartz jewelry, and see the free museum with precious stones and crystals from all over the world. The Marshall Mint, now open in Reno at the Reno Town Mall.
We're back here in Old Tales of Nevada, past and present, and we have our bullpen of substitute hosts with us for Old Tales of Nevada. But besides that, they are really great people and good business people and philanthropists, as we talk to Omer coming up here in a moment. But I want to go back to Dave, who interviewed. Tell us again who.
That was Jack Harpster.
Jack Harpster.
He's a
good friend of the show.
Retired up here from Las Vegas. Worked, I believe, at the Las Vegas Sun for a long time, and became a historian up here as his retirement passion. And has written books on the Bliss family.
Yes.
And because I'm a local, I've heard of Redfield all my life, so I couldn't wait to do this interview. I was blessed that I got to do that as my first show. And man, oh man, the guy was crazier than even the locals thought that he was.
Yeah.
Jack found things that none of us even knew. It's a great book. That would make a great movie someday.
Yeah.
Would really help put Reno on the map. But he's probably the most outstanding, I think, entrepreneur, besides Bill Hara.
Yes.
You know, this town is just the foundation of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
It came to me in one show. We were talking to Mr. Marshall about the beginning of Nevada. The miners were entrepreneurs.
Yes.
To come out here on
Yes.
your own, they had everything that it took for an entrepreneur. They had the intestinal fortitude. Everybody said you're crazy. They went ahead and did it anyway. They put their backbone into it.
Yep.
They struggled, and those were entrepreneurs.
Very true.
Yes, and so since then, I've had a different respect for what was just a miner, but the entrepreneur side of them, to come out here and want to make money, which is what an entrepreneur does.
Yeah, exactly.
You can settle for the 40 hours a day, for 40 years, or 40 hours a week, and get what they give you, or you can be an entrepreneur and control your own destiny and your own income level.
And go through the thick and the thin of all of that.
Yes.
That's for sure. Well, let's move over here to Omer Raines. Like I said earlier, substitute host for us. Over the years, actually, we've had him come up and take care of some of the hosting responsibilities, especially with some of those who are up there at the lake that we don't necessarily have a contact with, but you do. And certainly you're the one that should have interviewed him because you have that rapport with those folks up there. And I know, Omer, you had some of the presidents from the local college up there.
College.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. And that was a real pleasure to meet those people. How do you find that environment up there as far as...
Well, I love it. I mean, I could be living any place, and I've chosen to live in Crystal Bay, which is right on the state line, California and Nevada. I'm about 100 yards on the Nevada side. But yeah, we had Len Gillette when he was president of Sierra Nevada College. We had Alan Walker, the current president of Sierra Nevada College, two or three times.
Yeah, motorcycle rider.
Yeah. I don't know of anyone who's ever done that.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Leaves Ohio on a motorcycle. To come take a job and ride.
Especially that kind of job.
Yeah.
Usually those kind of people aren't riding a motorcycle. Yeah. I mean, he's a free spirit, isn't he?
He is.
Perfect for that school up there, I guess, huh? Now, you also had a very interesting guy, Ron
Randolph Walls.
Yeah.
Two episodes.
Tell us about that man. If you can, in a brief amount of time.
It's an amazing story. A man who, born in London, there during the bombing of London, at age 15, leaves home, goes out in the zone. For 5 years, is selling condoms. That's his start.
Okay, that's right. I
But
remember.
the story he tells is that it's because he believed in Planned Parenthood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a noble cause. A noble cause. Yeah, right.
Anyway, he then comes just briefly to Montreal, and from there navigates into America, initially New York City. Anyway, he now lives where I do in Crystal Bay. But he began to work in the back sections of certain major banks right when the credit card industry was beginning to develop.
Right.
And he came up with an idea, and he got to learn a lot about the credit cards and a lot about banking. And he decided we ought to develop loyalty cards.
Yes.
And if you're a St. Louis Cardinal fan, here it is.
Yeah, have the logo on it and everything.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up going all over the world, and it caught on in a big way.
Huge.
And from there, he goes into movies.
Yeah.
And starts doing all sorts of great things from a financial standpoint.
Yeah.
And eventually develops Fandango.
Fandango, you see it all the time.
You betcha.
Yeah. So he was the founder of that.
He is indeed.
Yeah, that was amazing.
He sold it a couple of years ago to Comcast, which is a huge international corporation, but on several conditions. One, you maintain my staff. For purposes of Fandango, your corporate office is going to be in my building, right here in Incline Village, Nevada.
It's still there.
Oh, it is.
Wonderful.
Indeed. It's a beautiful building.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to work with you, and we're going to make a lot of money, and it worked out that way.
Yeah, yeah. So there you are. You're up there with all these really creative people and successful people. I mean, there's others up there as well. And you guys, because you yourself are a person who's done well over the years, and you are one who gives back. And I imagine all of those, or many of them up there who have those kind of resources are people who give back. Is that true?
I believe it to be true.
Yeah.
Especially those who are self-made.
Mm-hmm.
More so, perhaps, than those who just inherit.
Yeah, they remember the roots. Yeah.
He should really mention Bill Torch, who
Bill Torch
helped the famous scientist.
Yeah. Does he live up there as well?
Made of glasses.
Actually, he lives in Reno.
Oh, he lives in
Although
Reno.
he does have another home up at the lake, but he doesn't get up there very often.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing story.
Yeah. Did you interview him as well?
I did.
Oh, you did. How come you get all the good ones?
Well, I'm pretty discriminating.
Go away, John. Go on vacation. I'm going to take care of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's super.
So anyway, Bill Torch, physician by training and profession, quite a noted one, but even more noted as an inventor.
Oh, yes.
And to help a young lad many years ago, he puts together, who's completely paralyzed, absolutely. He puts together a contraption. It cost him $1.99 at Radio Shack.
Remember that
put it
story.
together. He had been inventing since he was a child back in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And developed what became known as ICOM.
Yeah.
So with blinks of the eye, this young man could type, could communicate almost telepathically, but because it was very rude in the beginning, crude and rude. But it became really, really sophisticated. And he ended up getting about $17 million in grants, mainly from the Department of Defense.
Amazing. Yeah, they're using that technology today.
And he got
Stephen Hawkins is.
Stephen Hawkins, that's the one I was thinking of, right?
Yeah,
that benefited from
He
that.
started working with Stephen Hawkins.
Mind, too.
Yes.
And was there at Cambridge to visit with him, and then later at Cape Canaveral.
Yeah.
And
he said he's one who took that technology, and I think Google bought it, didn't they, or licensed it?
Yeah, ICOM, after 8 iterations, now is part of the iFluence of Google Glasses.
Isn't that
which
amazing?
Are,
huge, yeah, amazing. So you guys have had some great experiences here on the show.
Yes.
And not only for yourselves, but I mean, just to have those people on our show. I mean, how many programs in town can you turn on and meet people like this? We don't see it on Channel 4 or Channel 2 or CBS on their normal shows. They're more politically oriented, right? And ours is, as Uroy wants it, to be a very positive, right? A very positive experience for people and help build the pride of living here in Nevada by learning about the history and learning about people like you're talking about there, Omer and Dave and Eddie.
Interestingly enough, my background notwithstanding, because as you know, I've so much of my life in public service.
Right.
That I've avoided politics on my radio program.
Yeah.
I do health, science, particle physics,
Right.
literature. It's always somebody noted, usually from elsewhere in this country or abroad.
Yeah.
International finance, whatever. But I broke that this past year when I hosted the debate.
Yes.
With Eddie as a co-host.
Yeah, well, for the sheriff, I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Balaam Heidi Howe running for Washoe County Sheriff.
Yeah, network. That's our mascot, by the way. She's been with us for a number of years as well.
I've known her for a long time.
We were going to interview her, but we thought it might be kind of rough. Yeah, she's always dressed well for the show.
Yeah.
You know, you take good care of that for sure.
Yeah.
Well, what a great year we've had, 2018. It seems like we just keep getting better and better with the show. We still can get better at doing everything we do. But we have, with folks like Eddie and Dave and Omer, Uroy, we are developing a network of associates, you might say, but more closely friends with the show. And it's extended beyond just a few. We're in touch with people around the state now with the show.
Right.
Well, I think all of you are being too modest, though.
Yeah.
I mean, what contribution you made to the state of Nevada and the Historical Museum and what have you will be long-lasting, long before.
Well, we hope so. Yeah.
So I want to recognize you, John.
Oh, thank you.
As the host, and certainly you, Roy, as the benefactor.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We've had a nice partnership.
And you've got Jim Webster as the producer and
Caesar behind the scenes,
doing the camera work.
Putting it all together for us.
You've got a great team here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, John, one of the things that Hugh Roy said to me, I'll never forget, because remember I attended all those speeches that he had up at Virginia
Silverland.
City, Silverland. But I'll tell you something that he said to me that has turned out to be 100% the truth. Old Tales of Nevada either ranks first, second, or third every week on World Matters Incorporated, doing business as America Matters Media.
Wow.
Because Hugh Roy told me, he said, 2 things to concentrate on, Eddie. History. Concentrate on history. Everybody should know the history of Nevada. So I did.
Yeah.
I started concentrating on history and health. And the next thing you know, we flew off the map.
Yeah, that's such a common interest for people. Very closely concerned about their health. They're very closely concerned about the history, the place they live, what's happening. Even currently, it's good, So you need all of that, and that's what we try to do here on the show. And people have appreciated. We just keep building our network of friends. I could call anybody we've had on the show, and they'll explain the great experience that they had and the happiness they had about being able to tell their story, and then have that archived over at the Historical Society.
Exactly.
So how cool is that, you know? And we keep expanding our broadcast capabilities, like you're running us on 1180, 8 times a week.
AM, the biggest signal Lotus has, and you're also heard around the world as we live stream on americamatters.us.
Good. When I come back, or when we come back with Old Tales of Nevada, I want to talk about now how we move forward in your lives and with Old Tales of Nevada and with you, Roy Marshall. So stay tuned. More coming here on Old Tales of Nevada, past and present.
Hey everyone, Dave Asher here, introducing you to our new store, the Nevada Marketplace, in the Reno Town Mall. Anchored with the Buy Nevada First gift shop, we've added over 60 micro shops, giving locals a place to set up their dream store. We are now 20,000 square feet strong, supporting over 250 local merchants with all things made in Nevada and more. We have more locals in one place than anywhere in the state, ready to help you find that perfect gift. We're open every day with easy parking at Peckham and Virginia. Go to buynevadafirst.com, your source for all things local.
Boutique Elegante's Winter Super Sale is on now. Get 30 to 50% off all winter fashion, sizes up to 4X. Shop while the selection is great. That and so much more at Boutique Elegante, Lakeside Court in Reno. Boutique Elegante's Winter Super Sale is on now. Get 30 to 50% off all winter fashion, sizes up to 4X. Shop while the selection is great. That and so much more at Boutique Elegante, Lakeside Court in Reno.
All of us at Shoeman's Custom Cycle are ready to get you and your Harley ready for the road. From oil and tire changes to high-performance engine upgrades and dyno tuning, We at Shoeman's have got you covered with experienced factory-certified mechanics and a full-service machine shop loaded with parts and accessories. Shoeman's Custom Cycle has been serving Northern Nevada since 1988. So ride on down to Shoeman's Custom Cycle at 275 East 4th Street in downtown Reno.
Shoeman's Custom Cycle with a biker's bike shop.
Somewhere in Time is the place to find what will be treasured for all time. Vintage and antique furniture, glassware, toys, tools, neon, home decor, unusual collections throughout the store at Somewhere in Time in Reno.
Deluxe Travel, locally owned and operating since 1991, is the home for travel to Mexico and Central and South America. The crew at Deluxe Travel is bilingual, trustworthy, thorough, and caring. They will do everything possible to make your dream vacation the best it can be. Now is the time to book for winter travel, so stop by the office at 100 California Avenue or call 686-7000. You can also check us out on our website at deluxetravelLTD.com.
At Deluxe Travel, we sell dreams. Come in and plan yours.
We're back here on Old Tales of Nevada, past and present. We always stop on our third segment just to reintroduce everybody. I'm John O'Brien, the host of the show. Roy Marshall next to me, our executive producer. And then we have our substitute hosts that have been with us for not only 2018, but even before. Eddie Floyd, who runs American Matters Media.
Right.
Okay. And Dave Asher from Nevada Marketplace, and Omer Raines, who is an entrepreneur, attorney, former politician over there in California, but he moved to Reno, and we've been able to rehabilitate him. You know, we made him a Nevadan. We made him a Nevadan, and he loves it, right, Omer?
I do.
Absolutely.
I do indeed.
So we've talked about what we've done in the past with the show, with your hosting, and some of the people we've brought to the show. But now I want to change gears and move into the future and what we're going to be doing, all of us. Individually and as a group and as Old Tales of Nevada. So I'm going to start with you, Roy, because you, Roy, yesterday did just a wonderful thing for the University of Nevada, Reno. It's our first real collaboration with you, Roy, and the university, and with Old Tales of Nevada, and that is he made a beautiful donation over there. And tell us what it was for, you, Roy.
You bet. Well, I put up about $31,000 for a drone with a magnetometer on it. And the drone, probably everybody knows that these are like little whirlybirds that take off, and with a magnetometer they can fly around and above an area.
Yes.
So the university is very keen on establishing this program, and they're going to name it after me for the work that they do, and I'll work with them and with the other people that I'm involved with. We probably have found the largest, what we call PGM, or platinum group mineral group, up at the Comstock that's in the United States.
Yeah, that's so great. That's so great.
Really a mammoth deposit in 4 units. Platinum is occurring as a native element, and there are many other rare elements.
Yeah.
Not just metals, but elements that are in the material.
So that magnetometer with the drone will go down through the basin where you have all your claims, and the old mining diggings are up there, and it will identify anomalies under the ground, which will pinpoint areas for us to drill and to verify platinum and the other ore that's out there.
Yeah,
because you feel that the Comstock lode moves
NASA's work for me of the Comstock area has indicated, like 2 other professors that come from UNR, that the big Bonanza deposit continues on to the north.
That's the point I was going to make.
That's a silver gold deposit with no platinum.
With no platinum
at all. And of course, it's like that rock there, that gray one.
Yeah.
That's silver gold, but the platinum and these other elements will be a big boom for the state, just like the lithium.
Yeah, so that's north, it's going north, and then not too far east, but...
Slightly to the east, but then it goes right up into Cedar
back
Hill
up into the Cedar Hill, yeah, I got you. So anyway, that magnetometer is cutting edge, according to the university folks who were here yesterday, is going to allow those students to have this piece of equipment, and they're going to use it not only on UROI's property, but for other projects all around Nevada. So there may be places where we're going to find lithium, and and or oil or more
Meteorites.
Who knows? I mean,
Meteorites is what caused all this war to occur.
the possibilities are great because of the capabilities of the magnetometer. So this is going to be Marshall's magnetometer affiliated with the university. So that's a fabulous move forward in 2019 for you and the show and everybody else. And then also your store, bringing that down to the Reno Town Mall. What a great move that is, because where do most of your customers come from, after all?
From here.
From here. So now you don't have to go up that Geiger grade.
That's right.
And that's kind of a scary road sometimes.
The road is tough.
It is tough.
It's tough. Yeah, we've had quite a few people that have gotten hurt.
Yeah, so make sure you go over Reno Town Mall, open, what are the hours of the mall over there, guys?
10 to 6.
10 to 6 every day, and you're open 7 days a week.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if the store is open 7 days a week, but.
They were open last Sunday.
They were, you were open Sunday, yeah. Yeah, well, there's always people in there.
They love to work.
Yeah, they do. They love to make money too. Yeah, because the rent's pretty steep over there. Okay, so great stuff, Roy. We look forward to 2019 and moving forward in many ways. And then Eddie, like we've been mentioning, runs the radio station over there, 1180 AM and American Matters Media. And so what plans do you have? Now you're well established there at the Reno Town Mall. You got a beautiful facility.
Thank you.
And you're developing, I see a more mature approach to your programming.
Right.
It seems to be getting better as far as your hosting is concerned, subject matter, like you were saying, focusing on particular categories that are more historical interest and personal interest.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, I owe that to Hugh Roy, because I remember him telling me one time when we were gathered like we are today, that one thing that has unfortunately for America left the schoolrooms and the classrooms is history.
Yes, absolutely.
Besides kicking God out of school, we kicked history out
God,
of school
history,
too.
and athletics
That's
in
right.
a lot of places.
And let me share something with you. What we intend to do with the new programming is have just exactly fill that void. Since they're not getting the history of our great state of Nevada or the United States of America in school, we're going to teach it to them on the radio.
Yeah.
And what you don't know, John, we mentioned 1180. That's a Lotus radio station. We're also on 6 other radio stations. Every time Old Tales of Nevada airs,
really?
Yes, it airs on 7 terrestrial signals.
Great.
And around the world with our live streaming at americamatters.us.
Wow.
There's only a portion of Eureka that we don't cover every time we're on the air. Okay?
And those 8 people are pretty mad about it.
And I've got to share with you. Ready? I'm sure those 12 jackrabbits are upset.
That's a very special place, though. That's where the Pony Express ran through.
Oh, sure.
And you can still see the trail in some places. Every time I see a place like that, where the Pony Express ran through and you see the trail, my imagination runs through with me. I just picture these guys riding the horses. I did the same thing, was up at Custer's Last Stand, and I could picture Custer out there, fighting the Indians. That's where I go when I go to places like that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, it needs to be taught again.
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely.
And if it's verbal, you see, the other thing that we'll have within a 2-month time frame is that every single solitary show that we have will also be on YouTube.
Oh, good.
It'll also be on Facebook, and we'll have our own 4 video cameras running all the time.
Oh, nice.
So that the board man will be able to switch from screen to screen to screen, depending on who's doing it.
A lot of radio shows are doing that.
Yeah.
Bringing it to video.
What we're doing is, just recently a couple big name, if you will, radio hosts like Michael Savage, Laura Ingram, they dropped all their terrestrial signals, and now all they're doing is live streaming, period, and podcast. Every show that you have ever done is not only at the Historical Society, but if people go to americamatters.us and click on podcast, they can pull up every single solitary Old Tales of
Really?
Nevada.
Well, that's great. I didn't even know you were doing that.
Yes,
so
sir. We are.
appreciate that. Yeah. So look forward to more of that in 2019. Thank you so much.
That's our goal.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
So you want to check out the studio? It's right there in the Reno Town Mall.
Yes, sir.
You can watch them right on air.
Right catty corner across from the greatest store I've ever seen. The Marshall Minton Museum. Okay?
And then if you go around the corner.
And then as you go around the corner, the #1 entrepreneurial show, is at the Nevada Marketplace.
Yeah.
I think that with what Rob Roth and the Roth family are doing, they're going to put Reno Town Mall, thanks to Hugh Roy, thanks to Dave Asher, okay, and thanks to Hugh Roy giving us the opportunity. You see, we promote the Reno Town Mall on America Matters Media, but we do that at his request. Because what he did, he said, if you'll come over to the Reno Town Mall, I'll build you a studio and an audience center. So obviously, I said, if you pay the utilities, it's a deal.
It's a deal. Let's go for it. Yeah.
So we did go for it.
Yeah. Well, the mall is really looking good. They did a remodel on it. The whole outside is beautiful.
Yes.
They got the annex is full. Just about every spot
every
is
store
taken.
is full now.
Yeah, so
every store.
If you want to open up a store there, get in line because it's a place to be right now. It's the crossroads of Reno. That's the way I describe it. You know?
And with Hugh Roy bringing that, if you will, mint and museum there.
Yes.
Made arrangements so far with 2 contractually, and 5 more are on the table to bring busloads from downtown Reno.
Good.
From the casinos there to the Reno Town Mall, because you see, we're right across from the Reno Sparks Convention Center.
Perfect position.
Location.
Yeah.
I mean, what used to be the corner of Main Street and Main Street was Plum and Virginia.
Yes, moved down now, yeah.
Yeah, now it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Peckham in Virginia.
You got it. You got it. So, Dave, you're around.
One other thing that ought to be mentioned about the town mall is that although it's not the main branch, the library within the town mall is the most visited in all of the Nevada Sparks.
A lot of traffic
urban area.
Yeah, and then you got the RCVA, right? Is there? Or is it the Western Nevada?
Oh, it's RSCVA.
RSCVA is there, and the Job Connect is there. A lot of great reasons to go in that mall.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and Burlington Northern is there. Save Mart's on the other side. You can do a lot of shopping right there. I mean, it's beautiful. But you, Dave, are a big surprise to us because you had this vision, you and Rob, to take that portion of the store where Burlington Northern originally was.
Yes.
And they didn't need that space anymore. It was probably not the most visited part of
They
the store.
downsized all of their stores.
Yeah. And
that store was actually one of the most profitable
yeah, it's
in the
doing
country.
great. It's doing great. It's just that they brought things a little closer so you didn't have to walk so far to get to stuff. So you see this empty space, 20,000 square feet, and said, no, I think I'll start a marketplace in there and sell vendors and have them set up their wares and invite people to come in and buy that stuff, you know?
Yes.
And you were able to get that off the ground. And I had my doubts when you were telling me about it, but I should never doubt Dave Asher.
Thank you.
When I come back from this break, we got to come back from this break. I want to figure out how you did that. You know, you can tell us how you did it, because I think that brings us a lot of pride to have a special place just for Nevada-owned businesses. I think that's wonderful, and it's great for the community. So more Old Tales in Nevada, back right after this.
Hey everyone, Dave Asher here, introducing you to our new store, the Nevada Marketplace, in the Reno Town Mall. Anchored with the Buy Nevada First gift shop, we've added over 60 micro shops, giving locals a place to set up their dream store. We are now 20,000 square feet strong, supporting over 250 local merchants with all things made in Nevada and more. We have more locals in one place than anywhere in the state, ready to help you find that perfect gift. We're open every day with easy parking at Peckham and Virginia. Go to buynevadafirst.com, your source for all things local.
Boutique Elegante's Winter Super Sale is on now. Get 30 to 50% off all winter fashion, sizes up to 4X. Shop while the selection is great. That and so much more at Boutique Elegante, Lakeside Court in Reno.
Everything is handpicked here at Precision Diamonds. All jewelry is handpicked here at Precision Diamonds.
Come to Precision Diamonds. I'll fix your jewelry just like new.
Hi there, Leroy Marshall here to welcome you to our new world-famous Marshall Mint at the Reno Town Mall. You'll find gold and silver bars, the V&T Railroad, Wild Mustangs, and Angels of the Day medallions, one-of-a-kind estate jewelry, Morgan dollars, fashion gold and quartz jewelry, and see the free museum with precious stones and crystals from all over the world. The Marshall Mint, now open in Reno at the Reno Town Mall.
All of us at Shoeman's Custom Cycle are ready to get you and your Harley ready for the road. From oil and tire changes to high-performance engine upgrades and dyno tuning, we at Shoeman's have got you covered with experienced factory-certified mechanics and a full-service machine shop loaded with parts and accessories. Shoeman's Custom Cycle has been serving Northern Nevada since 1988. So ride on down to Shoeman's Custom Cycle at 275 East 4th Street in downtown Reno.
Shoeman's Custom Cycle with a biker's bike shop.
Somewhere in Time is the place to find what will be treasured for all time. Vintage and antique furniture, glassware, toys, tools, neon, home decor, unusual collections throughout the store at Somewhere in Time in Reno. Boutique Elegante's Winter Super Sale is on now. Get 30 to 50% off all winter fashion, sizes up to 4X. Shop while the selection is great. That and so much more at Boutique Elegante, Lakeside Court in Reno.
Come to Precision Diamonds. I'll fix your jewelry just like new.
Welcome back to our last segment of Old Tales of Nevada, past and present. Had a mind fart there for a minute.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Oh, let's talk about...
This is a kid's film.
That's right. You have to be over 12 to watch this show. Hey, Larry, good to have you with us. Glad to have you here for our... Actually, when this thing runs, it'll be the first show of 2019.
That's right.
Yeah, and you don't look a day older than you did back in 2008.
John, you know exactly what to say.
I know. I'm a schmooze from way back, yeah.
He's getting a year younger every year.
That's what we all hope.
I've got a painting upstairs, you know, that keeps getting older and older.
Yeah. Well, Larry's here because Larry is with us almost every week. He works behind the scenes. We've had him up on the set as a guest not even too long ago when you were here with our lady friend.
Yes,
Jackie Ford. Jackie Ford.
Yeah.
And told us about the lounge acts back in the day.
Fun show.
But you were also a TV guy too. You did things
Days
with
of
Rocks the
Our
Fox,
as well as Rocks the Fox did Channel 21.
Yeah, back
Call in right now and win a pizza.
Was that?
You're always going to cook it.
Yeah, I'm cooking right in the oven.
Was that with the movies that they ran in those days? You would be in between the
cartoons.
Cartoons. You did
the Tick
morning show
and all the rest of it. And stuff.
Yeah.
Back when the Andrews had the
Andrews, yes, yeah, they were pioneers in TV around here.
Were, baby.
Yeah, now it's the Fox and KME and all those stations that are owned by corporate now. So anyway,
Don't mess with my girlfriend there.
Let's see. I was with Dave and we were talking about what you had a vision for, you and Rob Roth, taking an empty space, 20,000 square feet, absolutely nothing in it.
Right.
And you said, I think I can fill this with local vendors and locally owned businesses. And sure enough, after how many months in business?
6 now. This is the start of my
6 months,
sixth,
yeah.
That we're shooting today, yes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes.
And that place is loaded.
I'm full.
You probably have a waiting list.
I have a waiting list. I have 70 micro shops, all local entrepreneurs. It started out with a napkin that I drew squares on.
You showed me that napkin.
And the napkin became actual shops. Some dream shops. Some of these people there all day long babysitting their little shop.
Yeah.
So I have over 200 local entrepreneurs products represented in the Buy Nevada First gift shop. I'm a tenant of the Nevada Marketplace. I moved my 4,000 square foot store into there and then rented out the 70 micro shops to other entrepreneurs. We have everything made in Nevada, and then we have things like antique dealers that the antiques aren't made in Nevada, but they're all Nevada entrepreneurs, 100%, all Nevada all the time.
Yeah.
And we are wall-to-wall, stocked full of the most unique, handmade, local-made gifts, crafts, music, jewelry, pottery, art, books,
Amazing.
great art gallery, clothing made by local people, and it's just such an honor. So it came out of the Buy Local movement, which I helped start in 2010. So this is the 8th year of me yelling Buy Local. 8 years ago, it was Buy Local equals jobs. And 8 years ago, that was very important. As we tanked after the building boom, jobs were very important. So for me, my timing was good. It went viral. It led to the opportunity with Mr. Rob Roth to put the store in there featuring locals. And now we have the marketplace with locals and their shops. So the next step for me, now that the store is just such a blessing, and I have a great staff. They're doing a great job running it. I just love these people. And all the entrepreneurs we're all on the same team. So we're all promoting Buy Local. We're all locals there. And so my next step is I'm stepping out of that. I'm going to create, with a nonprofit that I just took over, the Nevada Inventors Association. It's been around for a long time. I'm DBAing that into the Nevada-based business cooperative.
Wonderful.
And what I'm going to do is gather a little bit of money from every local business, and we're going to buy media to compete with the chains and franchises on TV and radio.
And I get a chance to buy that media.
Yes, you're my media buyer. So all you have to do is just repeat top of mind awareness over and over and over again to please support the locals, because now with this building boom that's coming to town, we are exploding. Mom and pop is going to get squeezed out. We're going to have more and more strip malls, more and more chain stores, and so we have to hang on to the mom and pops more than ever. They'll be gone in 2-3 years.
I had to mention to you, I have a client, the Tanner's Marketplace, right? They were over there somewhere in time and do the thing at the Livestock Event Center, but they found out just the other day they're going to tear that facility down where they do their shows. And many other local entrepreneurs do shows over there. And so now they're searching for a building where they can host these kinds of local events, because, that building over there, the Livestock Event Center, the smaller building, is used pretty much constantly.
It is.
It's hard to get a date there. So now they don't have a home.
They need a big spot, too. They do a great job of promoting local crafts.
So if that was... if somebody wanted to be an entrepreneur and they had a building with easy access and so on, parking, what a great opportunity to take that over. And I think it would be a money maker as well. You might think about that, Dave.
I got a quick question there, Dave. Is your facility pet friendly?
We love the pets. We love the pets.
Service dogs. I always buy my baseball hats at your facility.
We're also
there.
a souvenir store. It's a local company. They're over on Valley Road, Reno Tahoe Souvenirs. And so because I'm across the street from the Atlantis and the casino, and thank goodness for Google, we Google #1 now is souvenir stores.
Wonderful.
So with this new campaign next year, we will increase the top of mind awareness, reminding people to buy local, hang on to mom and pop. And then the goal, it will only take a year or two, we will become the #1 Buy Local movement, this city, because they support it. We're already number 8 or 9 in the nation of supporting locals with the Buy Local movement. And I have something to do with that, but the whole community does too. We grasp that. We love our entrepreneurs here. And according to the national Yelp reviews, we're 8 or 9 in those things. So I just know we can become #1 supporting locally owned independent businesses right here in the Reno area.
Cool. Thank you, Dave.
I think you will.
Yeah, I think you will too. I want to move to Omer before we get to the end of our show. How much time do we have left? A couple of minutes anyway, 5 minutes. We got plenty of time. So Omer, you're up there on the lake. And I know you just don't sit idly by up there watching the boats go by, although that's not a bad pastime. That's not a bad thing to do. Don't get me wrong. A little martini, watch the clouds, the boats, all that kind of stuff. But you're a busy man.
I am indeed.
Yeah, and you've fought health problems over the years, and yet you're looking like a picture of health.
Yeah.
Your energy seems to be strong, and you're doing your radio show over on Eddie's station, and you told us a little bit about that. So what's in store for you for 2019?
Well, as you know, my life is pretty much dedicated, and has been since 2002, to humanitarian activities. So 2018 has been great. I've got plans for 2019. I'm working very closely with VSSU, known by those names because the real name is Vivekananda.
Oh, I thought it was maybe just BS, but it's not that. Okay.
But it's a village that I first went to in 2007. And this isn't something I'm making up. According to the United Nations, that village has undergone the greatest transformation of any village in the developing world.
Wonderful. Where's it located now?
In a place called Ulan Gram. Gram just means village.
Yeah.
In
Africa?
Bengali.
Oh.
No, it's in India.
Oh, India. Okay.
But that's probably the most successful microfinance, microcredit program in the world. We're now working in 702 impoverished villages
Really?
in India. And
you must have partners that help you out in this, right? You must have a foundation or something?
It's been on the TV.
Well, obviously I have people with oversight responsibilities.
Yeah.
You have to. But I hope this coming year, among other things, to put up a new cultural center, library, health center under the auspices of America Media Matters.
Oh, great.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
So,
over there.
Yeah, and Eddie's made the commitment to, to, in one fashion or another, raise the money to do that.
Oh, well, right. He's a fundraiser. He does it with the Mustangs. He can do it
And I have
something
an
like that.
orphanage project in Nicaragua in which I'm working. I'm going to
Yes.
go to Burkina Faso again in Africa. It used to be known as Upper Volta. That's in connection with the reforestation program. Anyway, I'll be as active as ever, and I'm also embarking on another book.
Oh, super. You're not going to run for governor, though, or senator, or anything like that?
No longer have fire in my belly. Don't regret a second I ever spent in public service, and it was much of my adult life.
Yeah.
Happy as hell I'm not there today.
There you go. Well, that's just a crazy thing to do nowadays. It's such a sacrifice to go through what you have to go through to earn that office. I guess there's rewards once you're there.
There shouldn't be those rewards, though.
Yeah. We all know that.
Things have changed dramatically since I was doing public service.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about the money nowadays, unfortunately. We're getting close to the station.
Morning to New Year's.
What do you have planned? Are you doing,
Well, first of all, on behalf of Old Tales of Nevada, we would like to give out these complimentary real gold-plated plastic.
Yeah, we don't have the flash.
Good luck, bling bling bees here.
Yeah, oh, wow.
Now, these aren't from the Marshall Low.
Oh, darn.
And not from the store either. Well, we could change that, yeah.
You could sell those at the store for about 25 cents.
And one for you.
Oh, these look like they come.
I don't know. It doesn't match. It doesn't match that very well.
Well, that's what. Give one to Cynthia too.
Yeah, there you go. Give it to Cynthia. Yeah.
And John, we wouldn't forget you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
I can tell you're excited.
I am. I'm very excited. Yeah.
We haven't mentioned Cynthia for all of her courtesies and hospitality.
Oh, she's a wonderful lady.
The middle of the ball.
And you know where you can meet her? Down at the Marshall Mint in Reno Town Mall. And she is the friendliest lady you'll ever find.
I walked in and chatted with her the other day.
Lucy and Lorraine, they are the best people you could possibly meet.
Great people.
And not going to lie to you about what you're looking at either. Well, listen, we had a great year.
I put a kudos in here. I met Dave about 6 months ago, but I hadn't been in his store. I went in the other day I was looking actually to say hello to him. And I was astonished at the variety.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
What a blessing.
I got 30 seconds, guys.
We want to wish everybody a happy, prosperous New Year. Come down to Dave's. Come down to Hugh Roy's.
Yeah. And if you need an advertising agency, Joe Bowen Associates. But anyway, guys, it's been a great year. I'm going to take more vacation next year, so we look forward to tapping you up for substitute hosting on Old Tales in Nevada. But we'd like to, for all the folks here in our group of Old Tales in Nevada, we'd like to wish you not only a great year in 2019, but to have a prosperous time with your businesses or whatever you're doing, and have a great Nevada day in the meantime. And we'll see you next week on Old Tales in Nevada.
Old acquaintance
Past and present.
be forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot, and we just ran out of time.
That's funny.
Oh, my goodness.